if it was really just a speculative trading attack, then that means like everything sold off way lower than it should have. Like way, way, way lower. I think most coins were down 50% outside of like Bitcoin and ETH on average, with like tons of other coins dropping 80 to 90%. It's just it's so disgusting, man. It really, really is. But yeah, I didn't really see too many other like super, super, super good theories. Here's Galaxy Digital. This is Mike Novogratz firm, absolutely giant crypto hedge fund. And they kind of had the exact same conclusion, which is that really it just came down to the collateral on Binance, and that's what liquidated so many people. Once again, if you don't understand collateral and leverage and how all that shit works, the biggest takeaway is just that imagine you used to open a trade, you would put down $100 in USD and you'd go buy $100 worth of pump. Imagine if your $100 was only worth $20 for like an hour. And so you're going to get liquidated on that move. It's just like, man, it really is so brutal. That's what caused it. It really, really is. Six Rig, finally new stream. What up? What up? Board of directors. Yeah. Always streaming Monday through Friday. I just figured that Saturday, Sunday, I'm just going to basically use as like me planning for the week. And Six Rig, I don't know if you missed the beginning of the stream. I just kind of talked about it briefly, but we do actually have the next big podcast. We'll be locked in. That's on Wednesday. It's going to be with Split Capital and CMS Holdings, two crypto hedge funds, kind of just talking about what happened over the weekend and what it means for altcoins and stuff like that. I think that'll be a really good show. That's going to be on Wednesday. And then also I talked a little bit about the person I want to have on the most. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make it happen. I did get him to follow me today, but this is the guy that everyone thinks is the insider trader. Even CZ Binance retweeted a tweet kind of saying he could be an insider trader. I want to have him on to talk about his side of the story. So I reached out to him. I've reached out to like 10 people about this. But God, it's just, I'm just clawing my way back into having big guests on. Like, it's just, I'm literally hitting up everyone. It's just going to take a little bit for me to get back into the mix. But I think that would be such a massive podcast. I really hope we can do it. I really hope we can do it on here. But the Wednesday show is 100% confirmed, and like nonstop, I'm just going to keep hitting people up. But God, I really hope we can make this one happen. I want to get his side of the story because so many people are pointing to him as the person who made, $200 million shorting Bitcoin, that he has this inside info. I'm not sold. I don't know if he is. I don't think he is the insider, but we'll see. I want to get his side of the story. So that's for the board of directors that watches this later, that doesn't watch it live. That's the plan for the week. Wednesday's show is 100% confirmed. And then I'm trying to get like 2 or 3 other pretty big guests. Yeah, of course. It's just like, here's the thing too of like, for me, I'm just going to keep streaming here no matter what. Like, I really don't care how long it takes Pump Fun and Pump Fun streaming to be interesting again. It is really, it's like trying to build here though is still just a little bit strange, right? Like the streams, if anything, just the interest level is almost all entirely on Binance. And now that we just had such a big liquidation event, like that's all anyone is focused on in perps. So it is still like a strange period where it does just still feel like the show's in stealth mode. And honestly, the only like bullish, or I would say like this, I think the most bullish way for me to still grow the stream is just going to be hopefully to get big guests and then multi-stream it to Twitter. I just still think that's the best way to go. So that's what I'm pushing for. If in like a month, I figure out that that's not working either, then I'll try something else. But based on what I'm seeing, like the streams that I watch on here, I watch Gainsey every single day. Even when he shares it to his Twitter, like his price has been going down and no one's really like figured out a way to grow a ton of viewers here. And I think most of it just comes down to like people just aren't on Pump Fun right now. I think that's just the sad reality is like Pump Fun streaming itself overall is not growing. So like, that's just the one challenge that I'm still trying to figure out. But my thesis remains that like, if I can get big guests on here, hopefully figure out a way to have, right now I'm basically at a pace of like 1 big podcast a week. The next goal is obviously 2 or 3 big podcasts a week. But if I can get into more of a flow like Thread Guy is, where he literally has 5 big shows a week, it's like, I still think that that's the ultimate way to grow this, but we'll see. It's interesting still being in a bit of stealth mode. Some of it's out of my control. Some of it, I wish I could be doing stuff faster, but I'm going to keep pushing. So long way to say, yeah, welcome back to the stream, and, gonna keep streaming. But yeah, hopefully you guys are good. I mean, here's the other strange thing. Yeah, of course.